trying to move higher and they can't get what they need. That's called self-authoring. It's a term by Robert Keegan. Listen again.
We use the names that people tell us.
That means I say who I am, not you. That's self-authoring. And that means I don't want to be told who I am anymore. I don't want to be forced to conform. I want it to be all up to me. She's just using pronoun people as an excuse. The problem is, when she says I am who I say I am,
They are telling you who they are. You just need to use your listening ears, friend.
she's not using her listening ears when we say who we are. This is also how you can tell who the bad guy is. She is making demands of you, but your demands are not her problem. She also looks like a beluga whale, and ugly people tend to be evil. So even though she doesn't know it, what she's saying here is everybody has the right to choose their own identity and to be included, except for you, because you are a socially acceptable punching bag. This is a typical moral failure that shows up at about the 6th level of consciousness. I call it
She is the table, exactly. And the chairs, bro.
false enlightenment, and it sounds like this. All the different ways of thinking from all the people in all the world are all equally valid. And if you don't agree with that way of thinking, you're the devil. You can be any way you want to be as long as it's just this specific way and none of these. So level 6 wants to understand everyone and include everyone and be included, but then you can't include anybody who wants to have things their own way. And that's most of the world. Recently, a white American girl tried to do this to the entire Muslim world. Listen to this.
If you're a Muslim who is transphobic and homophobic, not only are you contributing to the mass killing of LGBTQ people, you're also contributing
Yo, based?
to the Muslim genocide by giving ammunition to Zionists and other Islamophobes.
Imagine lecturing these people about trans.
Dude, I don't really think there's anyone on the right that cares that Islamists are killing gay people. So, I don't really think that's the qualms that we have with Islam. It's more so the fact that once they get here, they rape and murder our own people.
rights. And imagine thinking there's a Muslim genocide when the population is shooting straight up. But for the awful, facts do not matter. All that matters is these are for puppies and they need love. They're minor. They're minorities. I mean, if you look only at white countries, they're minorities. The poor babies. It doesn't make any sense, but that's why we don't look to TikTok car girls for moral guidance. Here's how the chart is going so far. I made it chronological, so it'll start in your mind and go to your actions, which go into the world, which then act on awfuls, and then they will have their own thoughts, and they will have their own actions that go into the world that affect you, and it'll go back and forth. There are only two ways I know of to interrupt the baby talk problem. One of them is to just be someone she doesn't want to talk to like that, like a boss or an expert or someone she's attracted to. This is, of course, difficult to do in today's society. Most of us won't be able to get much respect. So the other way is to make her play by her own rules. Just sink down to her level and baby talk her right back. So if she says this,
If you're immediately reprimanded instead of listening and understanding, if you're offended by people's lived experiences, you're the problem.
you can go ahead and say something like, but if you don't listen to my lived experience without reprimanding, then that makes you the problem, doesn't it, sweetie? This is a drawing from an old video where the guy is basically saying he feels this, 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 and this, and then the girl sees only one of those four things and then misrepresents it twice. She changes the color and the shape and says, why are you always everything red square? And the guy goes, that's not what I said. I don't agree that that's what I said. An example would be something like, I'm worried about the economy, I see problems in education, immigration is a big issue, and technology is too unrestricted. And then she says, why are...
But yeah, this is the thing, man. That's why I'm in no rush to get out there in the dating market, bro. Like, I don't want to have to filter through all these dumb bitches. Real talk.
Are you so racist? And it's like, well, that's not what I said. You left out most of it, and you distorted the rest of it to fit your cranky feelings. So you're really not including my lived experience, are you? So all you're really saying is, everyone matters but me, because I'm a white guy and I'm bad for no reason, and you're uncomfortable with my lived experience. So how are you not the problem? Here, I did a quick pencil drawing. She should be able to repeat back to you what you think, and if she can't, then by her own words, she's the problem. Awfuls hate it when you do that, because then they can no longer pretend to be morally superior. So if she wants to be in kindergarten, just make sure she knows she's not the teacher. Here's a quick story about a time that I did both of these at once, and then I'll give you the charts all done. Awfuls were my entire dating pool until I got famous on social media when I was 38. Between 2002 and 2023, I only met one woman who wanted to go out with me and was not insane, and she didn't want to see me again because I didn't make enough money. Every job I applied to for 20 years needed more diversity, so I met an awful at an event and we went to go get midnight tacos, so she was interested in spending time with me, meaning that she liked or respected me, and we were eating in the car, and she said that men should be more open to dating trans women. So I said, what do you think that would be like for me? That's me saying, have you considered my lived experience? And she froze and she said, I never thought about it that way. I don't know what other way there is to think about it. You just said men should date transsexuals and I'm a man, so you think I should do that, right? And she basically said, no, I would never get in a car with someone who took my advice that I just gave. What she meant was, these men should be open to doing that. Not the ones I like. They should be getting tacos with me at midnight, but these men should be open to dating each other. This is how you win with awfuls. When they say men have too many girlfriends, they mean these men. And when they say men should date transsexuals, they mean these men. But they don't say that part out loud. They think you should know how they feel. So you have to abandon logic. Don't Don't try to go from here to here. Use her own feelings against her. That's how they decide what reality is. What I did here was I made two of her feelings fight. She had one feeling that transsexuals are like babies or puppies and they deserve, and she had another feeling that I was worth getting tacos with. So I said, how do you think I feel when you tell me to date a transsexual? How do you think that makes me feel about you? And she had another feeling. Oops, I just made a guy I like feel bad about me. Oh no, I would never want to live in the world I just recommended. So if you can make her feel good about you, she might listen to you. Women take leadership from men who give them feelings. Or you can make her feel bad about herself. She's not including your lived experience because she sees you as less than human from all brainwashing. And if she still says your lived experience doesn't matter, well then, neither does hers. So you can be in kindergarten.
Bro, none of this shit even sounds worth it to be honest. That's the thing, dude. I'd tell that bitch to fuck off the second she said something that stupid. Period. Like, I wouldn't even bother wasting oxygen arguing it. It's just like, yeah, see you later, bitch.
But you can't be the teacher. So you can win with awfuls by being desired or respected, or you can beat them at their own game. Be the biggest deserver in town.
Why would you want to beat them? Who cares? Just tell them, well, verbally at least. But yeah. Yeah, dude, I'd just say fuck off and leave.
Be the table.
Get the fuck out of my car.
We use the names that people tell us, remember?
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but I'm just not somebody who sees a girl there. That's the way I was born. And we don't make people have opinions, do we? How would you like it if I said, here's your new boyfriend? Well, then you don't tell me this one's mine, got it, got it? We keep those thoughts to ourselves. Talking down to awfuls works dramatically better than logic, which has absolutely no effect. The awful does not know what it is, and they never will. Awfuls are uneducated, overgrown children, and if you try to explain things to them, they're not going to get it or care, and they will just mark you as low status and exclude you from everything they possibly can. So here's the flowchart. It shows the interaction between two parties in the world they live in. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you can download it on my link tree and just follow the arrows. Basically, you are a regular guy, society gets weird, and about 48% of white women go completely insane and start hating themselves and their families in order to fit into a world that wants them dead anyway. They start using female violence.
Because that's the game, Grub, then I ain't playing. Shit.
To become enforcers of the status quo, which means mainly gossip, insults, lying, and cancel culture, which means ganging up to exclude anyone who doesn't cooperate. And this ruins society. You are then pressured to conform, and you have several choices. I added 4 of them to the chart. You can either be a coward and say what they tell you, which gets you access to a few low-quality, promiscuous women on SSRIs for mood disorders, or you can try to act all morally superior and waste your time using logic on people who will never know what it is or why it matters, which gets you nothing and makes you a target. Or you can be somebody who is desired or respected, and then some awfuls will change their opinions to match yours. They will never know why they did it. They didn't know where their opinions came from in the first place. Or, and this is the most effective choice for most of us most of the time, you can just play their game better than them. Make them look bad. Show how they're excluding your feelings. Be the biggest baby in the room and show them how much you deserve. They can't be victims if they are victimizing you. This is the drama triangle. I'll go over it more another time. Basically, this is the dragon, the princess, and the knight in shining armor. This is Batman, the Joker, and Gotham City. Awfuls are always either playing victim so that they can deserve from you, or playing hero so they can help other victims deserve from you. You need to put them in the role of bad guy by saying, look how you hurt me. I took you out for tacos and you told me to marry this thing. Don't waste your time talking about the definition of a woman. They don't care about logic, only feelings. When you tell me this is my new girlfriend, that hurts my feelings. You are reprimanding instead of listening and understanding my lived experience. Basically, you have to talk to them like they are dumb babies because they are. It also...
Yeah, the only takeaway I'm getting from this video, it's like, just don't even bother speaking to women, dude.
helps if you can get non-awful women on your side. Women just make better victims. There's never a princess in shining armor saving a prince. So the only way to fix the baby talk problem is to either lead them in a different direction, which is going to be difficult because you're competing with the mass media, universities, and the government, or just use their dumb little games against them. Again, a lot of these women are just trying to grow up, but they're doing it wrong. They're trying to say, I don't need to conform to your expectations, my life is up to me, but then they try to make you conform to theirs, and theirs are not as good. Awfuls have become what they hated. They said, don't boss me around, and then they boss you around. They said, I don't want to be just a baby factory, and then they turned the entire world into babies. And they are fighting.
I would do all this if the girl had massive Khazar milkers? Hell no. Dude, the second this shit would start to feel like work to me, I'd be like, I'm out.
Or people who are a threat to themselves. These are deeply broken, dangerous mental patients. They are the bad guy.
There's no amount of sex on this planet that would get me to deal with someone I genuinely hate.
Don't let them make you the bad guy. And remember, logic never works. I once told a friend of mine that men and women don't think in the same way, and she gave me a 10-minute lecture in a baby voice, which was the best possible proof that men and women don't think in the same way, but she did not get it. On the other hand, when I said, you hurt my feelings by telling me to take this on a date, I took control of the situation. Whether or not they know it, awfuls are manipulating you. Manipulate them right back. Remember to like, share, follow, subscribe, and click the link in my bio for all my stuff.
Let's see. So Anabog plays with the 10. Alright, this race lap. Okay. I'm guessing, yeah. New video. And then also, Anabog plays with the 1, the mouth drool, and then also with the 2, with the dog. Hell yeah, man. Gotta love the dogs. What did we learn? Women are gay. That's the big one. Women. Not even once. Oski Woski with the 5, kind of funny that most of his points are right since most of the dates I've gone on, they always nitpick at your answers. It's annoying, honestly. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. It's like, you know, let's say hell freezes over and I decide to actually go on a date. Like, I would just get up and leave, honestly. You know, if somebody tried to pull that type of shit on me, I'm out. Done. Goodbye. I have no interest in being interrogated or, you know, questioned.
Alright, awesome. Thanks, nigga. Alright. Bravo has been neutralized.
Click on the second short. What? The rent a girlfriend?
Hi, are you Matt?
Yeah, I am.
I'm Peach. You're here for the rental girlfriend at 2?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dude, it's just like the anime!
Thanks. Well, let's go. Did you have anything you wanted to do today?
No, I just got here. I don't know anything out here.
You wouldn't talk her down? What's the point, bro? What is the point? Like, honest question. Like, why would you even waste your time talking to a dumb bitch? Like, just leave at that point. You're just wasting your life, your money, and your breath.
Here.
Okay. I guess I'll just show you around. I can show you all my secret spots that I like to go to.
Sounds good.
One of my favorites is McDonald's. It's kind of like French, Japanese fusion. Their French fries are really good. One of my favorite stores, it's called Don Quixote. They sell like artisanal, handcrafted, locally sourced goods. So this one's a hidden gem. Literally no foreigners know about it. It's in the basement. It's called Hub. And it's like this local bar. If you go, like, it's only going to be Japanese people. You're not going to see a single foreigner, and you're not going to hear any English.
Hi, are you Matt?
Yeah, I am.
I'm Peach. You're here.
Ha 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 ha.
We have secured objective Alpha. I'm tracking a big fucking...
I went on a date with a Japanese Floyd before, and she soured the night just because I said I download movies instead of paying for them. Well, the Japanese have a very, very, very strong dislike of crime, so, yeah.
I need a medic!
I don't know, that'd be more of a green flag, in my opinion, than a red flag.
I need a medic! Medic! Attention, objective marked. Support the attack. Need a medic! Medic!
And Oski the 5. Lol, dude, some void literally told me, ew, you like Pokemon, and all I did was drop, or got up and dropped the $100 bill on the table and walked out. Hell nah. I mean, that's the thing, it's like, I don't know, like, I genuinely, and I mean this in the strongest sense, cannot picture myself dating. I don't know, bro. I feel like I'd call him a dumb bitch within the first 5 minutes and then walk out. Like, I already dislike normies, but I couldn't imagine actually trying to pretend to care to like them. I think that would kill me inside. Too late, she found an Italian crypto bro and been dating him for 5 years. Brutal, man. Crypto's not doing too great nowadays, at least last time I checked.
We're attempting to capture Bravo.
It's at 77k. So it's recovered a little. Not really that much. 9,000. Crypto! Down 27% in the past year.
Our troops have secured Alpha. I need a medic! I knew you had my back. We're attempting to capture Bravo.
I bought a Bugatti with crypto.
Damn, this shit's so cringe.
I am going to buy Dubai penthouse with crypto.
God.
I need a medic!
Crypto, man. Everyone should get slabs instead. They're way more badass.
Need a medic! Attention, move to attack the marked objective. Thank you so much.
You know, slab maxing is definitely the superior alternative investment. You know, while crypto's down, I'm way up.
Take what you can carry. We have initiated our attack on Echo.
Crypto has no real use case whatsoever. The transaction fees are so high that unless you're moving just massive sums of money, it's almost not even worth using. It's literally just a speculative asset.
Objective Bravo is under attack.
Remember NFTs? Yeah.
Push ahead.
I still think NFTs could be used if, like, they used it for, like, CSGO skins or something, but aside from that, they're kind of meh. The technology's decent, but you have to find the right use case for
Support
it.
on the marked objective.
I tried to buy the Dreamcast guy NFT, but no bueno.
Objective Echo is under control. We're on target to win the fight. Keep attacking on all fronts. Be advised, the enemy has captured Bravo.
Look at this thing, dude. Gross. Hashtag Pokemon. Hashtag, dude, gross. They are just, look at these subhumans, bruh. Disgusting.
Sure, you're like a
Both of them.
walking viral clip. Look at you. You got all these tattoos and piercings and Oh, and I like your hair.
Also, can I see the girl binder?
I know you want to see the girl binder. Well, what the Oh, what the
I do,
Ugh. Disgusting, man.
Be advised, hostiles have seized Bravo.
Ugh. A split tongue. What was this shit?
The reality of life for women living in Germany.
Ja, doch. Ja. Mhm. Ja, aber